Hey YouTube. The reason why I'm doing this video is to talk about the weapons of warfare. We are so used to fighting things hands on. We are so used to physical fights. But they asked the question, what you gonna do when you can't visibly see your enemy? What are you gonna do when you can't really put your hands on your enemy and go into warfare? The first thing I want you to do, I want you to evaluate your situation. Second thing I want you to do, I want you to pick up the Holy Scriptures so that you can learn how to fight things that are not carnal or the things that you cannot see, but rather deal with the things that you can. A lot of times the enemy is coming at us, and he's coming at us with COVID. Remind you, COVID is something you cannot see. They say this is a form of a disease that you cannot see, but they're not telling you all the disease that are plaguing you. COVID was being attacked and you can't physically see it, but this is a God level to it too. Whereas the enemy is attacking you and fighting you, and they're fighting you on a level that you can't fight back, which is causing you to be enslaved. And the reason why you're being enslaved because you don't know the word of God. You don't know the will of God for your life, but you're living in a country where we say, in God we trust. But we're not really trusting in God because we know nothing of God. So let's enlighten you on this. Now it's time for you to get the scriptures and start to implement the scriptures and do what Jesus did. But you're not ready, for the kingdom of heaven is near. You're not ready. So heaven knocks at the door, but you're not answering because you didn't know the scriptures. So when we dealt with COVID, we were supposed to be implementing the scriptures and everything. The virus mutated into corona. When we talk about corona, we talk about a drunkenness. We talk about a mental instability. I'm drunk. I'm in a little bit of a daze. I'm trying to function. I'm either sleepy or like I'm just tired, or I'm going into a daze. I'm going into mental distress. I'm going into a lot of different things. This was the additional way in which COVID was attacking that which you could not see. But the weapons of God are not man-made. They are not carnal, but they're for the bringing down of strongholds. So the person that's holding you in these situations are trying to prevent your progression. So the only way that we fight COVID, the only way we fight the illness, the mental illness, and the attacks is through the word of God, because they're attacking the character of a person. They're trying to make you angry all the time. They're trying to make you bitter. They're doing certain things and spiteful things against you. You're going to work, but you're going into attack at work because you're serving God. And a lot of people don't know this. When I tell you, people will write you up for throwing trash in the garbage can, and you like, that's where it goes. This doesn't make sense. This is stupid. But that's the games people play. And you become frustrated and angry because they're doing mental attacks with you. But I need you guys to trust in God and the word of God. And I need you to kind of humble yourselves and reevaluate your situation and trust in God. They're raping you and your family off. This is to create mental distress. They use rape as a weapon of warfare. We talked about this years and years ago, that these are weapons of warfare to throw you off your A game and put you into mental distress. Know what you're dealing with. Know that you have to stick to the word of God. Know that you have to report to law enforcement. Law enforcement may not be listening. They don't care. They may even say that you're crazy. Sit up there, still report it anonymously. Put your initials, whatever you got to do to report it still, and continue to move on and get that mess off your chest. Because when you sit up there and you look at it, they may not be listening now. But when I get your attention, we're doing a benediction. Know what you're dealing with, you guys. Be wise, be smart. These attacks that are attacking you that you can't visibly see is nothing but an attack of the enemy. And we are in God's country. and they want to take control. Stick to the Holy Scriptures. We'll rule. Take care.